Episode 1 of Scarpetta begins with a coin sitting on a train track. An oncoming train's headlights illuminate a woman's dead body on the ground. Elsewhere, a forensic pathologist named Scarpetta gets a call about the murder. She arrives at the location and we learn that she's been away for a while since the cops welcome her back. Now Scarpetta examines the body, whose hands have been cut off at the wrists. Pete Marino, an ex-detective, shows up to remind Scarpetta about Lucy's birthday. They seem very familiar with each other and she tells him the case is a bad one. She then finds the coin on the tracks and looks at it curiously. A flashback then takes us to 28 years ago. We're in 1998, where a young Scarpetta is similarly woken up in the middle of the night by a phone call from Detective Pete Marino. He says there's been a murder. Scarpetta calls a woman she addresses as Yaya to look after the young girl sleeping in the next room. This happens to be Scarpetta's niece, Lucy. She then goes to the site of the murder, which is a house where a man named Matt Peterson found his wife Lori murdered in their bedroom. Upstairs we see a very similar body to the one in the present timeline. The wife's body is naked and tied up, and also the fourth such murder victim. Now at present, Scarpetta is officially sworn in as Chief Medical Examiner once again. She gets a visit from Dr. Reddy and Maggie, who are both figures from her past. Now, Dr. Reddy is now a health commissioner and he asks Scarpetta to let Maggie work for her, which Scarpetta doesn't seem particularly happy about. We then see both versions of Scarpetta conducting an autopsy. Maggie tells Scarpetta that an officer Ryan has asked for her. It's unclear what this is about, since the next scene shifts to an older Lucy sitting by the grave of a woman named Jeanette, which happens to be her wife. Now in the background is Scarpetta and Dorothy, her older sister and Lucy's mum. They bicker loudly, which annoys Lucy. Now in the past, Marino plays an audio recording of his questioning with Matt. He suspects Matt, but Scarpetta doesn't believe he's the killer. An FBI agent named Benton Wesley joins in on the investigation here, and he and Scarpetta think on similar lines about the killer potentially being a sadist. They soon learn that Matt's partial fingerprints were found on the body. As Scarpetta comes home to find that Lucy's been on the computer all day. She's seen the news about the dead doctor, Lori, and tells Scarpetta not to die as her father did. Scarpetta assures her that she won't. At present, Scarpetta comes home to find Dorothy dressed to the nines. As Scarpetta's worried about Lucy since it's her birthday and she's still grieving Janet. Lucy seems to be coping by talking to an AI version of Janet in the cabin by Scarpetta's house, where she lives. Scarpetta enters the room and gifts Lucy a bracelet made of dinosaur bone. They go back to the house where they're joined by the husbands, which is Agent Benton Wesley and Marino. Benton is married to Scarpetta, while Marino is married to Dorothy. Dorothy begins telling Lucy she should work again and maybe move out, which certainly frustrates Lucy. Scarpetta pulls Dorothy into the kitchen to tell her to stop, but the argument spirals and they accuse each other of being bad for Lucy. Benton breaks it up and tells Scarpetta she's getting a call. It's a missing person who might be the Jane Does they found earlier. Scarpetta tells him she would have never come back if she knew Reddy was going to be her boss. She then tells Marino that she wants him by her side through the investigation since she needs someone she trusts. She makes him her official forensic operations specialist so he can access crime scenes. They head to the house of the Jane Doe, who is a biomedical engineer named Gwen Haney. Officer Ryan says they found a weapon that matches her head injury, which happens to be a kettlebell. He conveys that the fingerprints on the kettlebell were found to be Matt Peterson's. Scarpetta is shocked and tells Marino that they might have got the wrong guy 20 years ago. The episode then ends with a sinister clip of Matt from both the past and the present. So Scarpetta gets off to a pretty solid start. Episode 1 delivers a good opening to the world of the medical examiner, from her personal life to the gruesome nature of her work. We're introduced to several key characters, suspects and officials in the system that Scarpetta must work with. The show doesn't hold back from the grisly visuals of the dead bodies and autopsies either, so you definitely need a strong stomach going into this one. The crimes themselves are equally ghastly, and the course of the investigation promises a meaty blend of psychology and detective work. The two timelines work quite well in that respect, serving as two different and equally engaging stories. The ending to this episode makes it clear that the timelines will be connected in more ways than one, and watching them play out at the same time is certainly going to be exciting. What's great though is how the professional and the personal come together. Along with the dead bodies and the mystery of the serial killer, we also get Scarpetta's relationship with her older sister and Lucy. The dysfunction of their little family unit is evident, particularly through all of Scarpetta and Dorothy's constant bickering. And these sequences seem to channel the overlapping conversations and chaos of something like The Bear, another show in which Jamie Lee Curtis played a delightfully complex character. Now here she plays a similarly frustrating character as well, and continues to be a delight to watch, with the light up earrings adding to the effect. It's also interesting how we first see Scarpetta with Marino in the present timeline, only for the episode to reveal that she actually married Wesley. It's a nice little twist, and hopefully one of many to come in the episodes ahead. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.